Hey everyone, it's LaShonda King. Thank you so much for subscribing and sharing our LDK YouTube channel and for following us at Queen King Slays on Instagram. Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday, where you all as a community submit a topic or a question, and as a counselor, I think about it, research it, and then we talk about it. This question today comes from the Bay Area, and it is an internet phenomenon, literally. The question for today is, why are internet friends so much more supportive than our actual friends and family? I've seen memes about this, I have seen whole threads about this, and one of the memes said, "Ain't no love like that of an internet friend that you've never even met." And that's true, and also challenging at the same time. If you haven't realized about my videos, I try not to just like validate or help you to understand one perspective, but I try to help you have things to think about from the bigger picture so that you can have an understanding of what might be going on both sides. So let's talk about internet supporters. I will say that social media definitely has had some challenging or negative effects on the world, but it has created communities and partnerships and supportive relationships with people all around, not just the country, but the world. I mean, some of the people that watch our channel here, people that have encouraged me to actually pursue this as an opportunity, people that I've supported and given kind words to, come from all over the world, you all. So let's talk about internet friends and their support today. So, of course, like we all appreciate validation and encouragement, and oftentimes, and in my case with this channel, new friends can be that push to get yourself where you want to go. Um, we can really relate to and feel a sort of connection with people that we don't even know, and that is perfectly okay. So one thing I want to talk about is the part of this that really hurts. Why aren't our friends and our family validating to us or supportive of us as much as our new internet friends that we don't know are? There are quite a few reasons for this, but I will just list a few. So let's just start with the obvious one. Sometimes people in our family or our friends may actually have a problem with jealousy. It might not be from like a purely malicious standpoint. Maybe it's that you have the courage to do something that they've always wanted to do. And maybe they're not jealous of your success or they're not jealous of something like that, but maybe they're actually jealous of your bravery, your candor, your confidence, or something like that. Not that it's a positive thing to be jealous of those things, but it could be that they're just a flat out hater, or it could be that they're jealous of a quality that you have that they would love to see improved in themselves. Also, just to be honest, a lot of people that we care about uh, can impose their feelings and their things on their inside on us. So one of those things people tend to project onto other people is fear. So your loved ones may be projecting their fears of failure, their fears of judgment or ridicule onto you unfairly, and that's not even cool. Another thing is that they may be protective of you. These are the people who, if something doesn't go as you expected and you are sad about it or unhappy or hurt, they are the people that are going to console you. And they basically might be in their mind doing this out of protection instead of just being prepared to support you in the aftermath of anything that might happen as a result. Also, I can say this from like, being around people who always have these great ideas, is that sometimes people start stuff and then they stop it, and their loved ones are left to pick up the pieces. They are left with the aftermath, and they have a historical knowledge of all the things that you've tried and not done. And sometimes that actually has an impact on them. Sometimes loved ones have invested time, money, energy, they've gotten their own emotions or feelings involved in it, and they have historical knowledge and sometimes even trauma about how something that you're doing has affected them. Also, while I want you to have like an understanding of why these things may happen, I don't necessarily think that they're positive. So if they are harmful to you, I want you to just, respectfully and lovingly call it out. Tell that person you would love to see their support a little bit more. Let them know it hurts your feelings or you don't feel like supported by them. And maybe that behavior will shift or change. Also, within your family and friends network, you know who's supporting you. You know who's there for you. Find those people and seek their encouragement because the validation, the love, and support of friends and family is really important because we have a deeper emotional tie to what they have to say. So, new friends, these internet friends, my IG people, my commenters on YouTube and Facebook. Our new friends are definitely supportive, but we have to remember that all relationships have phases of development. Like when you meet Bae for the first time or you start like going out, there's a honeymoon phase. Everything that the person, not everything, but mostly everything, a person says or does during the honeymoon phase feels great. It's positive, it's amazing, it's supportive. It's the honeymoon phase, duh. That's all about having fun and being there. Also, they may be so supportive because they also empathize and understand the lack of support and encouragement that they might receive or not receive from their own family and friends and loved ones. So they might be trying to project positivity that they wish that they had or that they don't see in their own lives. Also, I noticed that a lot of people are following hashtags, trends, common topics. People are searching for people who are doing the same things that they're interested in doing. People are searching and looking for people with common interests. So they are supporting you because they have a common interest as you. Also, while there are some challenges, like I said, to the internet, like bullying and, people just being all ratchet and being really disrespectful behind the keyboard of the screen, I do see a positive internet culture developing in the social media culture. I am quick to go on somebody's Instagram page and tell them they are slaying. I am very okay with going on someone's video that I don't know and giving them a compliment. I'm just a positive person. For the most part, I don't really leave critical or negative comments on folks' pages, but every now and again, I might leave something that's a little in the middle, but for the most part, I'm out there cheerleading for people because that's just what I do. So, definitely, it's important to have all kinds of support. Of course, ideally, we would always love the support and encouragement of those that are closest to us or dearest to us. And I've given you some reasons why that support not may not exist the way you want it to. But I want to give you some cautions about internet friends and not to say like anything negative, but I want you to have some things to be aware of when thinking about these types of relationships. So, in reality, the relationship that we have with people on the internet, they're able to be so supportive. It's because it's a lack of it's a different level of investment than family and friends. These aren't people you have to see every day. These aren't people you go home to. These aren't people that, for the most part, you're going to call or cry or be upset to when something doesn't go the way that you expect it to. So basically, their level of investment and their level of risk is inherently different than people that you're really close to. Also, they might not be in the same proximity as you. I literally mean geographic distance. They don't live where you live. They don't sleep where you sleep. They don't rest where you rest. And so it's a little bit safer. It's, like I said, it's less of a risk in order to support you because they don't really have a lot to lose in this situation and they don't have to see you and actually deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with. Also, they may have a certain level of resentment towards their family and friends too. Um, and I want you to just know that their support is great and it is important, but don't let that cause you to damage the relationships you have with the people that you love because a person that you don't know is so supportive. Again, there's reasons why they're so supportive. There's reasons why your family members or friends might not be as supportive, but don't let that ruin the existing relationships that you have. Use it as a building point and something to kind of make sure that you're aspiring towards with the people you already love. some key takeaways that I want you to kind of think about is, for sure, get your positive energy, get your love, get your support wherever you can, but both be understanding of people around you who may not be as supportive of yourself as you are, but at the same time, if you need to give it a space, put up boundaries, protect your energy, protect your spirit, protect what you're excited about, and that's okay. Protect yourself. Internet friends are definitely amazing, but with everything, just remember that there's limitations to it. I don't say that so that you can, you know, be concerned about them, but just know that there are limitations. Also, the most important part of all of this is, while it is important and very much a real thing to seek and want external validation, the key word to that is external. I want you to keep on working on that internal fortitude, that internal confidence, that self validation, that self confidence, and that self esteem. Because as you have that, it's really hard for people to really downplay what you want to do if you are confident in yourself. Definitely continue to build on existing relationships and help those to be stronger as you do new things. Also, continue to use that positive energy from the internet to fuel you. Um, but just remember that it doesn't hurt as much when an internet friend isn't as supportive, because our hearts and our emotions are not as invested in them, and they're also not as invested in us. But with all that being said, thank you all for your support, for your encouragement. It's helped me a long way with developing my YouTube channel. And shout out to Love Daring Greatly for being my final push for me starting my YouTube channel. I hope that you all have a great day, and we'll see you on Transparency Thursday. Have a good night, you all.